fact that somebody damn sure is sitting in the energy of resentment, okay? You guys, they're in their head. They are really contemplating, going back and forth, going down memory lane. The truth is hurting them, okay? Whatever this truth is, it's hurting them. They're sitting here thinking, possibly in hermit mode, possibly not really around many people, but definitely thinking about something to do with somebody grounded here, generous here, possibly luxury, a healer here, somebody that is down to earth, and somebody who is a business person, okay? Somebody is really missing this here love. Somebody is missing this emotionally balanced energy, husband, wife, possibly. Somebody being passionate, calm, loyal, wise, caring, diplomatic, tolerant, friendly, and devoted. They're missing this, okay, you guys? And they're really at a fork in the road. And the truth hurts. And the reason why they're at a fork in the road is because it feels like that this person is not ever going to get this person back into the energy that they want them to be in. They are trying. They have tried. They are thinking about it, okay? But they're at the point now to where they're being forced to make a move. They're being forced to go in a different direction. They're being forced to make decisions. And the reason why is, you guys, because their life is coming crumbling down. Okay, you guys, they're not stable here. Okay, they take too many risks. They're very bad at planning. You guys, this person, has a serious problem with waiting for progress. And they're going to be leaving comfort zone, you guys. So let me go ahead and just kind of glean a little bit here. But they're very resentful, okay, you guys? They're not really ascending at all. There's no self-reflection here. There's no soul searching. If there is some type of reflection going on, it is how they could have maybe moved a little bit differently in order to trick somebody better here. But nonetheless, they're not wise at all, okay? I mean, they lack that. Resentment, Holy Spirit, for your sons and your daughters. They're resentful, y'all, okay? It just is. It's that simple. Right. They're running out of breath as well, okay? They're becoming depleted. They're becoming drained. This has become a long journey. Listen, this is lack of self-growth. This is lack of self-nourishment. This person is not self-focused. They try to be, but they keep getting distracted. So I don't know. They're resentful towards you and themselves, to me. Hermit. There's no ascension here, okay? It just is not. They're bitter. Okay, lots of bitter, resentment, anger, hurtful words. Right. You guys, they want clarity. They really do. But see, the thing is they're not doing any soul searching. They're not taking accountability for anything here. They do feel like you guys are soulmates. They're living in sorrow right now. Loss, grief, and depression. Somebody ghosted. Somebody's disappearing. Somebody's becoming invisible. They're in their head. They're in their head about what once was, okay? They're in pain, you guys. Heart pain, physical pain. They're in confusion. They're uncertain, unclear, and unsure. You guys, this person possibly is at a distance, or you guys separated. There's a blockage here for them. They got plenty of blockages because they take risks, y'all. That's why they take risks. So at one particular time, they were either showing up as Queen of Pentacles, or, this was just the energy that was surrounding their life, okay? Which is grounded, okay? Generous, luxury, healer, down to earth, practical, successful, emotional maturity, materialistic, even business-wise, all right? They're hoping to have this back, even manifesting. They're mirroring this. They're mirroring this energy, but it's not quite working, you guys, because there was a lot of mistakes and bad choices that they made, okay? A lot of misunderstandings, all right? Lots. So the truth hurts. What truth is that they're finding out that this shit has everything to do with them. The fact that they're shallow, okay? The fact that they're hollow, they're empty. And they're praying and they're hoping that one day, someday, somewhere, that they will be able to get back into that energy. They're at a Two of Wands here, okay? They're being forced to make decisions that they don't even want to make. They're being forced to go in directions that they don't even want to go in. They're being forced in living situations that they don't even want to live in. They're being forced in job situations that they don't even want to work in, okay? They're longing and craving back for this energy over here, this stability. They want to give somebody apology, forgiveness, return, and sorry. They do feel like somebody's beautiful, handsome, kind-hearted, and graceful. They want to get back in this energy. They want a second chance to get back in this energy, this grounded energy, this luxury, okay? This healing energy, this successful energy. They want reconciliation with this energy, regardless that is a person, place, or thing, or just an energy. But they want opportunity and they want to make amends, okay? They have realized something, okay, you guys? Yeah, somebody is not having a very good time here. I'm telling you, ever since this eclipse happened, you know, hey, things happen, y'all. This is, yeah, they got a negative mind, y'all. They got a negative mind. They're very bitter, extremely bitter. So, you know, anytime you got a negative mind and you're bitter, you're low vibrational, okay? So, all right. So, let me go ahead and get this deck here. So, you guys, shout out to Collective. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for still being here with me. I'm trying to push out these collective videos as much as I can so I can let YouTube know that I'm serious and I am trying to get the rotation and the algorithm up, okay, you guys? And you guys have been helping me out a whole bunch. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you for the support, you guys. Shout out to Train to Go. Join Train to Go, you guys, which is my sisterhood, you guys. You guys will be able to preview videos, promos, perks, and some more things like that, okay? I would absolutely positively love to have you. Even though it is my sisterhood, it is open also for males, okay? So with that being said, you guys, hit the thumbs up button. YouTube is listening. For every 100 new subscribers, somebody will get a free read, and congratulations again to my new winners, all right? Thank you so much for your support. So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and go to this throne, all right? So we can give Yah his glory. And we also need his insight. So, Collective, I'm praying over everything on this table, the cards, the clarifiers, everything. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I'm asking for truth, revelation, confirmation, guidance, consolation, peace, and protection. As I give Yeshua, Messiah, all the praise, the honor, and the glory, in which he definitely does deserve. All right, you guys? So, with that being said, somebody is full of resentment. They're low vibration, okay, you guys? Seriously. They got a lot on their plates, all right? Nothing is really sufficing. They're settling for a lot of things, especially when they're used to living a certain type of lifestyle. With this with this Queen of Pentacles here and this King of Pentacles, it's a good possibility that this was your husband, this was your wife. It's a good possibility, okay? Yeah, they're resentful because somebody took the money and the stability away. The reason why somebody took the money and stability away, you guys, is because they felt like they can play with somebody. They felt like they can have this third-party situations, these threesomes and these backup plans, this gossip and carrying on, drinking and drugs. They felt like they could do that. So I don't know. I don't think they're resentful towards somebody here. I really feel like they got self-resent, okay, to me. That's what it feels like. They're the ones that make decisions. They're not able to overcome obstacles. Okay, the way they used to. See, they used to be able to overcome obstacles with the, you know, the bullshit that they would bring, but, you know, they're not able to do that anymore. Okay, it's not working the same way. All right. So, you know, there's no ascension, there's no self-reflection. If anything, they're thinking about better ways to lie. Didn't I just tell you that? They're thinking about better ways to lie, better ways to bamboozle, better ways to be fake and phony and deceptive to other people, okay? And which will result in their ass being cut off once again, okay? Nothing's good is going to happen to this person. Not with that. I told you they're low vibrational. When you're low vibrational shit happens. All right, so they're in their head. They're not feeling this. They're upset, okay, you guys? They really do want notable growth. But the problem is they're not paying attention. They're not doing the work, okay? They're not ascending. They're not self-reflecting. They're not changing up their energy. They're low vibrational. Told you. They want to get out here so bad. They want to do things so bad. They're very toxic, very materialistic. Addictions and sex and all this other type of stuff. because they really do want this wish is granted, okay? This is what they're reminiscing off of. But it's fleeting because they're a finesser. All right, you guys? They're a finesser. And somebody is fell back. It ain't just you. It's other people too. Because all they do is betray. And while they were sitting up here talking about you and how they betrayed you, there were other people that were listening. And so they kind of understand what this person brings. So this is the reason why their opportunities is being cut short as well, okay? Yeah, at one particular time, being with somebody here, they were blessed. Now, what they're doing is they're going through fights and arguments with other people. They're struggling, you guys. It's just that simple. So whereas they were the boss in one situation, now they're the servant, okay, you guys? Now they're being treated that way, all right? The truth hurts. They're thinking about it. Two of Wands thinking about it. Thinking about what they used to have. Thinking about they used to have favor. Thinking about they used to have fame, accolades, achievement, awards, or they were with you and you did. Thinking about they used to have love, that somebody really genuinely cared about them. So now they're forced out. They're forced out. They're place to place. They don't know where their next move is going to be. This is causing a lot of conflict, friction. Listen, this is causing them to have to reach down into their bag of tricks and to manipulate even more so they can have a semblance of stability. Maybe they may be romance scamming. Maybe somebody new is in their life that possibly can help them because, yes, this is a bright idea for them. That's the way to go for them. They need some type of help. But it's about to be boundary slapped on this too. That's not going to work either because they hold on to lies. Okay, you guys are wounded, setback, guarded. Divine justice is here for them because they're reckless, roguish. Okay, you guys, they lie too much. They do too much. So this is the reason why they were resentful. But you know what? They're resenting their damn self. They put themselves in this situation. They had plenty of times to get better. But what did they decide to do? They decided to sit here and think and ponder about how many more lies, how many more misconceptions, how many more deceit that they can spread to people. Hey, you get what you deserve, and that's cut off, okay? It's just that simple, okay? It really just is. I'll tell you guys who's here. Person wasn't in a good position. A Virgo towards Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius. Yeah, that's their problem. All right. They're resentful to their damn self. Yeah, they cause conflict and friction everywhere they go. They're not getting along with anybody. I think they're starting to realize that people see who they are. They're being talked about in some more stuff, for real. All behind their back. So they're resentful. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune freaking on the fence. Y'all, listen. They got karma to pay, all right? I don't know. They got karma to pay. Look, when they were blessed with this material security, they were Six of Swords upside down. They refused to change. They were blessed with luxury. They were blessed with success. They were blessed with somebody in their life that's down to earth. But what did they want to do? They wanted to bring the bullshit. They wanted to fight. They wanted to argue. They didn't want to see it somebody's way, okay? So what's the obstacle? What's they mad at? Because honestly, the resentment is coming from them. I'm sorry, but I keep saying that because that's what it feels like. I feel like they want someone to blame. Temperance on the fence, y'all. They're chaotic. They're slapped with brakes, with hangman. They're in stagnation and limbo. Listen, Six of Cups, whoever was in their life that they did have all this stuff with, that right there is a done deal. So they sat up here and thought they plant, okay? They planted, okay? Planned and planted, okay? To sit up here and pretty much hold love, being out here, dealing with other people, and also being reckless, destructive, deceitful, rebellious, all of those things. They sat up here and thought about how to do. to other people. They kept secrets. You think you get blessed like that? I mean, maybe a dummy thinks they get blessed like that. I mean, that's the only person who I think. Yeah, see, they're unclear. And nobody is investing into them anymore because they know. They can see straight through their lies. They can see straight through their behavior. So now they in their head, okay? They're reminiscing on what they used to have. They're going to be one of those type of big tower. And it's in reverse too. Y'all, listen, they got the tower in reverse. There ain't no coming back from this shit. They ain't never, ever, ever got to worry about no type of grounded, mature business person, generous, luxury, material security, successful. No, they don't got to worry about that. Jump out here to be a fucking burden to people. They got the tower in reverse, y'all. Listen, tower upright ain't good, okay? Tower in reverse is even worse because it ain't no more foundation. That's what happened when you shit on your blessings. They didn't appreciate what they had when they had it. Now it's gone, and it's gone forever. They're damn sure working their ass off, okay? They're going from job to job. They're working their ass off, okay? They damn sure do want some money. They possibly have getting a little bit of money here, but the thing about it is they got to live, so it's going out the door. They're spying on somebody who definitely does have money, somebody who is stable. And this is causing them to have conflict within themselves and conflict with this person because they're jealous, okay? Right, they're watching somebody win, you guys. Somebody is winning, achieving awards, accolades. They want to be back in this energy, but they're not never going to be back in this energy. Yeah, right now, with this here truth hurts, they got a very serious motivated beginning. They're trying to hook up with whoever they can hook up with. They're trying to get money. They're trying to get licks. They're trying to get some type of collaboration network going on, but something is fixing to change for them, okay? I told you it's not going to stick. One thing I can tell you, I don't care how this thing ends up, is anytime you shit on a blessing, you ain't got to worry about another one, okay? Listen, they're in toxic energy, devil energy, okay? Restrictions, bondage, addictions, materialism, death, devil to death, y'all. Devil to death. I'm just saying, all right? My tarot readers, I need you to get back down in the comment section. Devil to death, okay? Y'all, they better be careful. They might have an overdose, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Because they're Page of Wands, y'all. They're Page of Wands. They're reckless. They're fearless. They're immature. They move at swift speed. They don't think about shit. Listen, happiness, the sun, is closed off, guarded, and resistant to their ass, okay? They don't even got enlightenment. They down the yellow brick road, y'all. Somebody done threw them a bone. And they done went and fetched that shit and believed it. Right. Yeah, so they're chaotic at this particular time. Somebody threw their ass a bone and they believe the shit. Devil to death, my tarot readers. Get down there in the comment section. Explain that. Because that shit is ugly. And Tower in reverse. Tower is ugly. But Tower in reverse is even uglier because it ain't no coming back. There's no foundation. They ruined the foundation. Okay? So whereas they did have some type of, you know, peace. And then you got Wheel of Fortune on the fence on top of everything else. Y'all. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. They're very reluctant to change, you guys. 6, 6, 12, 11, 2, right. They got difficult decisions to make on which way they're going to go because they're in Hangman. You know, they've caused too much chaos. Virgo is here. They want to mend something. They want something back, but they're too secretive, okay? They use love. They use sex. They use money, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Sagittarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Yeah, y'all, this is ugly, okay? Very ugly. Like I said, I'm going to make this, they got resentment for their damn self. They ain't got nobody to blame for this. They want to have somebody to blame for it. They unaccountable is all outdoors, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, they had comfort and comfortability. Okay? They did. Whatever decisions that they made caused them in this situation. Real talk. All right. So if you guys are still here with me, you guys give me gold and yellow. Gold and yellow, you guys. And also brown, okay? That's going to do several things. That's going to let me know that you are still with me. You are engaging in the channel, and you do want that 100 free read, okay? And remember, I do have a very hands-on relationship with a lot of my subscribers who let themselves be known to me. Would absolutely positively love that same relationship with you. If you're new, go down there in the comment section. Let me know that you're new. Resent me, Holy Spirit. And then that way I can give you a warm welcome that you definitely do deserve, okay? They were married. Somebody was married, baby mom, baby dad. I told you they was living life like they was golden. Didn't I tell you that? Somebody fell back from this shit because of all the arguments, the fussing, the fighting, and the conflict that somebody brought, the issue, problems that somebody brought into somebody's life. Somebody fell back. I know they possibly can't be resentful towards the person that fell back. What's the problem, Holy Spirit? The problem is they chose the streets. They chose to be broke, busted, and disgusted by their actions, okay? They may have didn't say, okay, they want to be broke, busted, and disgusted. But by doing the things that they did, bottom line is 2 + 2 = 4. When you do certain shit, this type of shit happens. So now you're out here like this. Now they're out here like this. Everything is temporary, okay? They job, they live in situation, everything, okay? Their money, everything. So instead of thinking about how to be a better person, okay, they are praying, they are wishing and hoping. I will say that they do got mental clarity that they don't want to be in this situation. They definitely do. They don't want to be in 5 of Pentacles. They don't want to be in misfortune, loss, scandals, disgrace, lack of resources out here like this wandering around. But like I said, 2 + 2 = 4. What they brought was the bullshit. What they brought was intimidation and bullying. What they brought was confrontation. And what they brought was betrayal and deceit. What they brought was slashing somebody's neck and putting 10 knives in their back. So, like I said, maybe they didn't say they wanted to be that way, but when you stab somebody in the back and when you bring all kind of problems to somebody, well, yeah, you know, the Bible says that a person that trouble, says that a man that trouble is his home inherits the wind. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. I'm sorry, but it just is. They ain't got no business being resentful towards anybody except their damn self. They don't want to lay the foundation for this. Okay? They had it. Somebody had blessings. Somebody had money. Okay? Somebody put their ass on. Somebody did. That's the Emperor to the King of Coins to the Ace of Coins. They're thinking about that. They're thinking about the love. Okay? But they're also watching. They're watching somebody in this energy while their world is falling apart. Okay? Yeah. Somebody wounded, setback, guarded. So what's their problem, Holy Spirit? I mean, they had it. You blessed them with it. Oh, it got cut off. They got cut off. Superhero style, as a matter of fact. Okay, so they did have it. Okay? They sat up there, bragged on it, told everybody about it. Felt like they had somebody wrapped around their fingers with this here Knight of Wands. Sat up here and told everybody about the lifestyle that they was living, okay? Thought that they was Knight of Wands, thought that they could be rebellious in and out, still living life like that shit is platinum, okay? Not listening to nothing, sitting up here plotting and planning on something that caused death to this. Y'all. So what's the problem, Holy Spirit? Problem is they're not going to be able to have this. They're not going to be able to have this love, okay? They're going from person to person. They definitely are talking to somebody, but it doesn't suffice, okay, you guys? Truth hurts. Truth hurts. Truth hurts is that it's because of their ass, okay? Because somebody invested in them. Somebody invested in them. Somebody shared their wealth with them. Somebody put them on, okay, you guys? This is somebody who believed in somebody here, okay? And what they brought was they brought a bunch of illusions and delusions. They brought a bunch of misconceptions. That's what they brought. They brought third-party situations, okay? They put other things and people and places over somebody here. And they refused to change, okay? Because they got little will to change shit. They don't want to change. So what the issue problem is they 6 of Cups. They want this shit back. That's too bad. It's not going to happen. So they're the 2 of Wands, okay? They're being pushed out. They need to find a place to live. They need some more stability. Somebody's wounded, setback, guarded. I believe they're going to be going towards another love here or another lick here. Because they definitely do want notable growth. And I do feel like they feel like somebody can help put them on, okay? Somebody is wounded, setback, guarded in this situation. Jail, hospital is here. They definitely want to overcome obstacles. So what's the problem? The problem is that ain't shit working and they're having an emotional funeral and they're going to stay having an emotional funeral as a matter of fact, because this right here is fixing to happen for a very, very long time while they see somebody else be in a relationship, having opportunity after opportunity, motivated beginning. Somebody is winning. Somebody is sitting on their throne. This individual that was able to help them be on, who comes from money, who got dang on inheritance, lump sum, being in the spotlight, awards, accolades, achievements. This is the person they shitted on. Okay, y'all? Yeah, so I'm just saying, I don't know. They're in resentment for their damn self and they own damn choices. That's what it looked like to me. I'm sure they want to blame shit. I'm almost positive they do. They probably have. But comes a time, well, maybe, you know, maybe this is something that they're taking accountability. So we got Gemini here. We got Cancer here this round. Cancer again. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Aquarius. All right, y'all. That's Nikki in the background, y'all. He is having a ball. So we're going to run this back one more time, all right? Because like I said, I feel like they got self-resentment, okay? They had, with this Hermit here, they could have turned this Hermit around. They could have ascended. They could have soul searched. They could have did reflection, introspection. They could have got wise, okay? They could have followed their inner guidance. But what did they do with Hermit? They sat here. They plotted and planned how to become a 7 of Swords. They plotted and planned on how to backstab and betray a situation. So you get what you deserve. Resentment, Holy Spirit. Because they are resentful. Damn, sure is. Showing up as the magician, showing up as lying and tricking and stealing and trying to do all kind of stuff. Listen, y'all, they tried to goddamn on manipulate an empress and an emperor and a high priestess. Okay? So yeah, they're getting more than resentful. They're resentful for the situation, but they also getting karma. Shit is falling down around their ankles. It just is. I told you. Didn't I tell you shit is falling down around their ankles? That's them. They don't know what the fuck to do. They don't. So what's the problem? The problem is because they're Page of Wands. The problem is because they're fearless in their toxicity. They don't listen to shit. Okay? That's their problem. They're fearless in toxicity. They like toxic shit and toxic people. And money is allergic to toxic shit and toxic people. Okay? So they find themselves in a fork in the road, and they find themselves around a bunch of people who don't give a fuck about them. They find themselves around a bunch of people who they're sleeping with, talking to, possibly thinking they're going to put them on, who's actually talking behind their back. That's what they chose. Give me a little bit more. And this is going to be a long gas cycle too. Yeah, lots of sex. It's going to be a long cycle. We just hit a long cycle. This is going to be a 12-year cycle we just ended up in. Told you guys, be careful on this energy vibe high. Because it's going to be 12 years. Listen, you guys are going to forever be thinking about somebody here that is winning. Forever. What's the blockage? The blockage is that somebody comes from money and somebody got lump sum inheritance, lump sum money, building an empire, and their asses is left out. And they happen to know that person. That person can help them, but that person is not going to help them. So they're in their head. They're definitely in their head. No, they're in their head. They're thinking about this money, this stability that they used to have. They're thinking about how they wish they would have changed. How they wish they would have took that hermit and did something positive with it. They're wishing that. Strength is waning. They're trying to be mind over matter. They're becoming very resentful. They need to accept defeat, okay? Because that's exactly where this shit is headed. They were married, partnered up, possibly was a boss couple. So what's the problem? The problem is that somebody is single and abundant, and they no longer want them. So divorce, soul cutting, soul tie cutting. So yeah, they did. They had somebody here that brought the energy to them. That brought good energy to them. Comfort and comfortability. This person is showing up as sleeping real well at night. Person showing up as King of Coins that is walking in their direction, walking in notable growth, that have found out some vital ass information about this person. Some information that caused a serious ass cutoff. Right. The fact that they are chaotic. The fact that they're unequally yoked. The fact that they move out here with swift speed. They don't pay attention to anything. They just seize moments without thinking. They were reckless. So what's the problem? The problem is they want them back, but they can't have them back with the Six of Cups. All right. So the truth hurts. Their truth hurts. Their own fuck up hurts. And that's for some of you guys that the person is fucking responsible. You got some idiots that they don't take responsibility for anything. That's the reason why they ask to be in this shit forever. The truth hurts that they sat up here and goddamn tried to give themselves to other people, gave attention to other people, either optically, digitally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever the case may be, okay? Listen, the problem is they fight everywhere they go, okay? Arguments, they're hitting towers, okay, you guys? They're hitting to upheaval, negativity, sudden changing event. This is why I told you. They're house to house, job to job, gig to gig, okay? They may be getting a little money, but it's going out the door because they got to eat, okay? Unless somebody giving them food. All right. Yeah, they thought they was a player, y'all. They thought that they could run game on somebody. They wanted somebody to be helpless and feel powerless, but that's what they're feeling now. And it's all because they want to sit up here and jump out here and do what they want to do, how they want to do it. So now they can jump out here and do whatever they wants to do, how they wants to do it, and find some type of stability. But I doubt it. Right. Here we go again. Back to the love. They're jumping out here to love again. And it's really not love. Really what it is jumping out here to somebody that possibly has a little bit of something about their self. Okay? They're jumping out here to the next lick. Because they're a devil. That's why. Restrictions, bondage, manipulation, running game, all that. And this is the reason why even the new person is not going to want their ass and is going to ultimately be wounded, set back, guarded, and fight this person off. Because everybody sees through them. They shitted on the Empress that really, really loved them, but ended up having to cut them off. This Empress here still has blessings. Blessings after blessings. 9 of Cups blessings. Okay? Comfort and comfortability. So, I don't know, y'all. It feels like somebody is resentful to themselves. Okay? I mean, I know they want to blame shift. I feel that. But, you know, at the end of the day, I really feel like they know they fucked this up. I really do. I really, really do. And however shape, fashion, form that came in. And they don't have anybody else to blame. Nobody. Because somebody damn sure showed up for their ass. They damn sure experienced what luxury felt like. They damn sure experienced what grounded felt like. They damn sure experienced what mature, generous, luxury, down-to-earth, successful, practical, and so, you know, in being a business person, they did. They also experienced this here Hierophant, okay? They experienced somebody knowing what's wrong before they even told them, okay? Somebody who wanted to fix, all right? You guys, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini is here. Leo is here. Scorpio is here. Sagittarius is here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Capricorn is here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Could have been your wife, your husband. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is here. Somebody don't want this shit no more. Period. All right. And I don't think they want their shit anymore either. They want better. Raise the vibration. That is the only way that they're going to ever, and accountability, that's the only way they're ever going to get better. So let me go ahead and give you guys some time frames, and then I'm going to give you guys some letters. And you guys already know the letters could be a nickname, a name, your person, third party situation, whatever the case may be, okay? April, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, July, March, June, December, March again, August, and July. We got 15 through 30. April underneath the deck, July, August, March, December, June, March, July, Valentine's Day, and Thanksgiving. Full of resentment for themselves. That's sad, man. But sometimes that's what we got to do. Sometimes we got to go inside and we got to say, where did we go wrong? You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, the next cycles of our life don't be like this, you know? But you got some people who hell-bent, y'all. Hell-bent. It's a lot of demons running around out here. And they're hell-bent on being fucked up. Okay? They hell-bent on spitting in blessings and expecting other blessings to come. I'm not saying nothing will come for them. I'm saying that it's very temporary. Extremely. All right, you guys. So we got B is up underneath the deck. B is up underneath the deck. S, X, X, A, Y, T, D, L, A, E, I, K, O, L, S, R, and E. B underneath the deck. E, R, S, L, O, K, I, E, A, L, D, T, Y, A, X, and S. All right, y'all. So hopefully I was able to put that one piece together for you. If I was, that means I've definitely done my job. I'd appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys soon. Collective. Much love.